Welcome back to another resin video. I know last time I said I was going to do fire, but I have another idea. This time, white, orange, and yellow. I'm doing some candy corn. For safety equipment we have nitrile safety gloves and a mask rated for fumes. M7502 mask. Before I even mix the resin together, I'm going to be putting the coloring into the separate cups. Just because I want to pour the resin straight into there and get to mixing right away. The amount of resin for this pour is 300 milliliters. So first I'm going to be pouring in 150 milliliters of A side, then into the same measuring cup 150 milliliters of B side. When mixing the two halves, it will go stringy / cloudy, but then return to being clear when it's fully mixed. So just pay attention. Alright, now that it's all mixed together, I'm going to split it into 3 parts. Pouring it into the white coloring, pouring it into the yellow coloring, and then adding in orange coloring to whatever's left over in the main cup. Now I'm going to mix it all together and begin pouring. There is one little problem. If you know about fluid density, you'll know what the problem is right now. But to start with, I'm going to be pouring in some yellow to start as the base, after which I'll be pouring in orange and then white as a cap. And like I said, if you know anything about fluid densities, you'll know a bit of an issue with what I'm doing. Sadly, I don't think things through, and I just do the experiments. So perhaps next time I'll do this properly. And by next time, I mean next year, since this is a Halloween special. Up until this point, I was just singing a little tune to myself, having fun, pouring some resin. And right around here it hit me. Science class and fluid dynamics came back to me all of a sudden. And although the colors look different, and because they're different colors, it's the same mixture, it's the same resin. It's just gonna mix together. And there you see the crux of the problem. The candy corn isn't being mixed and turned into pumpkin. Oh well, as Bob Ross would say, happy little accident. I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm just gonna keep going with it. I'm not gonna dump it. I'm just gonna see what it turns out to be. Now I still have a bit of white resin left over, so I'm gonna cover that on the top of the cap mold. And then place the cap on. There's no point really getting mad or angry that the colors have all fused together, because who knows what it'll turn out to be. It could look really cool in the end. So let's just try. It's mutated candy corn. There, all we can do now is wait until tomorrow. Good luck. It's been a day, so let's see how they turned out. The flashing seems pretty good, comes off easily, nothing is sticky, so let's demold it. The skull is a little bit tricky to demold, it always is, and that's all the yellow. All the other yellow got mixed. Okay. It's a cool little effect, I guess. A little bit spotty. I like it. But now for the main video, the main attraction, the dice. Are there 3 layers? Does it look like candy corn? And the verdict is... okay, I can see some separation. It looks fairly white on the top. There are bubbles, quite a bit of them. But I did kind of rush the pour, so that's not that surprising. let's get this flashing off and see what one of the dice looks like. Oh, okay, the D6 popped out, so we'll have a look at that. I mean, it does kind of look like candy corn, except the orange is supposed to be in the middle, not the bottom. Bit of weird how they swap places. The white layer actually turned out pretty nice on the D6, so let's see what the rest of them look like. Alright, a white edge followed by the 3 colors. I can see 3 colors in there. Alright, they don't look that bad. But let's see what they look like when I paint them. Or not paint them, when I ink them. There are a few bubbles on the numbers, which does suck, especially that the top face is really bad for bubbles. So I will have to be a bit careful. It should be doable. Now to ink them, all I'm going to do is just fill in some black ink fill it. 1 second. I cover the numbers with ink, allowing it to seep into the grooves. And then I wipe away the excess. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say earlier. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm going to repeat this for every face and wipe them all off. Alright, one last face for the D6. Then we'll just skip ahead until when all the rest of the dice are done. Because I don't like showing the inking of all of them at once. It takes a lot of video time. When I can just cut it short like this. Abracadabra. You think I'd know my own footage. I'm going to paint the one first, and then we're going to skip ahead. Oh well, I don't script things, I don't plan things, I just do what I want to do, and have fun with it. And there. They're all finished. They're all inked, except for that 9 there. That 9's not inked up that well. Well, that's fine. They look quite nice. You can see the numbers fairly easily. And time for the magic. They glow. Glowing. Yes. Well, happy Halloween and thanks for watching.